welcome to Setta's Place. Today is a kind of a update video on, 'cause I hadn't done one in a while. I mean a regular update. Because for most of you, when I was traveling, I used to live in Virginia and I drove all the way up here to Alaska. And that was a great adventure. I met a bunch of subscribers and podcasters. And it was just an awesome trip. I'll link that video below, playlist, so those of you who haven't seen it can check out my travels. But anyway, one of the main things that I wanted to talk to you about today, give you the update on, because I hadn't really sat down and got to talk to y'all, to let you know what's happening with me. When my original video back before I started, I let y'all know I was, moving to Alaska and all the, all that good stuff. And the whole trip of me driving to Alaska and coming back here was a God thing. And so I was just going by his leading and that kind of thing. So, but he don't always tell you everything all at once. And he gives me a little bit at a time. So I didn't know I still don't know exactly the whole thing yet, but he gives me a little bit of time. So back then, I only had the little pieces of the puzzle, and I was just going to do what he said, come on up here, all that kind of thing. I knew that there were several reasons that I knew for sure of why I was coming to Alaska. I knew two reasons. And one of them, I only told y'all one, but the other one, is a little more on the personal side. But I knew that the personal reason I was coming. And then also for the Haven of Grace that I had told you all about was a nonprofit that me and Kathy started when I was here before, like 10 years ago. And I knew that had something to do with it, starting that back up or whatever. I knew it had something to do with it. But I didn't know how that was going to look. I just knew it had something to do with it. So, so I was just, obeying the Lord and just hit the road. Came on up here, which I am so happy. I love it here. I am so glad I came and listened. And, yes, I'm so glad I'm here. For those of you who have been asking, how am I liking Alaska and how am I doing? I am doing great. But I'm still listening little pieces at a time as God gives me, little things. And so as far as Haven of Grace, so now, because I'm like, Lord, what's okay? Because we haven't done anything directly with it since I've been here, because I know he's had me to rest, after that long trip, then get myself together, and all this kind of thing. So I started asking, okay, so what you want me to do? And basically, he let me know that it's going to be in his timing. And those of you who know how the Lord works, I am not going against his timing, because it's perfect his way. So, but he hasn't told me directly exactly any, I just know he'll let me know when he wants me to pursue more of Haven of Grace. I know what he's doing, some things, he's laying more of a foundation, but some other things that I'm doing, that's going to be connected to that. So I feel like he's building this foundation for the next step. So I haven't deserted or forgotten about Haven of Grace. I'm just waiting on God to pursue when. It could be 3 months, it could be 6 months, it could be a year from now. I have no idea. So, but whenever it is, I will definitely let you all know as things come, and let y'all know how Haven of Grace, what it's about, or or more about. Because I know it's going to look different, because what I feel is when me and Kathy were actually we went into the prison, the women's prison. We had groups, we had meetings, we worked with the ladies in their situations. We helped them get jobs and places to live, things like that. We actually did it, actually did the physical work. But I do have a feeling that this next level of Haven of Grace is going to be not necessarily us actually going in and doing the work. It's going to be helping other people, teaching them what we've learned, what God showed us, and how to going about doing a Haven of Grace. And so there's more to it, and I'll as soon as I know more, I'll let y'all know, more little details as things come or things happen. But I just didn't want y'all to think I gave up on Haven of Grace, because I did not. It is a God thing, and I'm letting Him have the timing, because whenever I run ahead of Him, it don't never look good. It never works out right. So even if it's, a year from now, it's still, if it's in His timing, it'll be perfect. So, so I'm going to let y'all know about that. For, let's see, what else? Let's see. When I first got here, a lot of you were asking, like, how, am I working yet? Or, I didn't know what I was going to be doing either, And am I working at the yarn shop or something like that? Well, it turns out I have not, haven't got a outside job. The yarn shop here in Alaska, she just opened, so she's not ready, to hire anyone right now. So, but the Lord has been blessing that. I mean, y'all know how God works. You know how He can do it. I have been doing my YouTube, and I have the ads. That's another way to have income come in. I mean, it's not a huge amount, but it is coming in. Like, you can watch the ads on the videos. That helps me. I do the tutorial for Crochet Surprise, so that's a little job. I mean, it's only one tutorial a month, but it's a little something. So things like that. God is just making it work. And I am just going day by day, listening to Him, His direction, and trusting that He's going to, make things work out, and He's doing it as usual. So, I'm just considering myself an official YouTuber, and a crochet tutorialist as my job, and things like that. I have like the affiliate links, like for Amazon down in the description box. That helps a little bit. I have a Patreon. It helps a little bit. So just all these little things put together that, I'm just, doing what I got to do. And so that's what I'm up to when it comes to that. Let's see, what else? I'm trying to think of the questions y'all have asked. This, checking on me, make sure I'm all right and all that. And trying to think what else I remember. I'm still here, living here with Kathy. She's been awesome letting me stay. But so that's just a couple little updates about, what I'm doing and doing here and everything. And let's see. So what am I working on? I have been working on, actually on making some masks. Because, of course, everybody knows now most places are asking you to wear a mask if you just go out, whether it's not the, even if you don't have the medical ones, just the regular, just to cover, just to keep things, y'all know. So now they're like really asking people to just do it, even if it's not the medical ones. Just keep your, face covered, don't touch your face, all that kind of stuff. So I went ahead and made some masks. I'll show y'all what I got. I'm going to put, this is my first one. And, so this is the prototype. And I'm going to put a piece of, material. They suggest well, not they. I watched another tutorial, and she was making her face mask, and she put a piece of cotton, like t-shirt, cut up an old t-shirt and put it in there on the other side, and she had like, she made two, and she put them together in a pocket. But I'll link her video down below, and the video for this actual shape. The other lady's, hers was shaped differently. And but she's the one that gave me the suggestion about putting the cotton t-shirt as the filter. So this was my very first one, but I made Kathy one, and I made her husband one, and you know, making them up, and she's putting making the things to sew in on the inside. And then I showed my son mine, you know, through FaceTime, because he's in Virginia. So I told him, you know, if he wanted some, I'd make him some. So I am making his this way, with the bands, because he's not here for me to try it to see how big to make the, let me see, you know, because this, and I can try it on, but here, since he's not here, if I make this too short or too long, you know. So I used these, the hair bands, that way they can stretch bigger or they can stay smaller depending on how this fits him on his face. So I'm making a couple of them. I'll probably make at least one more. This is the first one I made, and it was a little too short, I think. So he might give this to someone who has he's not as, because it was pulling on the ears. So I made it a little wider, and then put the bands on. I'll show y'all. Now he's gonna have to wash these, of course, before he uses it. So the fact that I'm wearing it, it's not, you know, it's okay. Like that. And I'll put the piece of t-shirt fabric or whatever in it before I send it to him. And then he can wash them when he gets them, and then start using them. And so that's what I have been up to, because mine has to be orange. I made Kathy has an orange one, and I made her husband a blue one. And but yeah, but this was the first one, so it's a little wonky because I was trying to, you know, figure it out, you know, everything. But I think it still came out pretty good. Because I am running out to the post office today, because I know I got some happy mail in there. It came, I think, the other day, but in the post office, you know, you're trying not to go to the post office or go out as often. So we're waiting we need to do one thing. I mean, do everything on one day. So instead of going a couple of, you know, so we're going to go today, and probably try to go find some toilet paper. You know, but so we're gonna go have a little mask on, we'll go to the post office, run to the store, maybe, and then they come on back. So that is what I'm working on. But anyway, so and this I'm wearing my shawl from Lenore, the one she made for me when I was in Canada. Isn't it beautiful? And it has the pockets on it. It's really a shawl, but what I had her to do, because so it would stay up on me even better, is she put these awesome button holders on it or whatever, and then also down here, right here, so I could have like a sleeve. But also, if I want to take it off, like if I want it to be more like a blanket or a shawl, then I just opened it. It's opened up. Now it's spread it all the way open, and I have pockets so I can put my, you know, stuff in from walking around. But if I want it to stay on my arm, I just put, you know, button it. So it works both ways, all kinds of different ways. So I am loving it. Isn't it beautiful, y'all? She did an awesome job. But anyway, it is still, we still got snow out there. It snowed the other day a couple times. And so the sun comes out, and then some snow melts, and then it snows again. I'm like, no, it's spring. But hopefully it'll be a real spring soon, when the snow will be gone and I can get out and do some walking and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, I just want to give y'all a life update. I know some people don't like doing life updates. They want to see all yarn, but I thought I'd let y'all know what was going on. So today is VEDA day 7, I think. Let me look. Yeah, today's the 7th. So I'm gonna try to do the video every day in April. But we shall see if I make it. But yeah, so that is it for this video. I guess I will talk to you all later, and have a blessed day.